multiplying or dividing. So as we refer back to adding and subtracting rational expressions, let's just go to our normal fractions. If you want to add or subtract fractions, what do you have to do? Common denominator, so says Raleigh, and he is right. So we're going to multiply the top and bottom here by 4. And when you do, you get 4 over 8 plus 3 over 8. And notice that when you add these fractions together, all you have to do is just add the tops, and you get 7 over 8. We won't do all of these because I think you guys get the idea. Remember when we added fractions together, you were all right. What is the common denominator going to be for letter B? Yeah, it's going to be 35. So you multiply top and bottom by 7, multiply top and bottom by 5. You're always okay to simply multiply by the other side's denominator. That will always work, but you don't always have to, as we're going to see here in a little bit. 25 over 35 minus 14 over 35. And when you subtract those, we get just 11 over 35. We're going to skip letter C and move on to letter D. Letter D, I could say that the common denominator is 150, but that's overkill. We don't need to say it's 150. What do both those numbers multiply to? They multiply to 30. So you can see in this situation, we multiply top and bottom by 2, and over here we multiply top and bottom by 3. And we will get 27 over 30 minus 4 over 30. And so as you subtract those, we get 23 over 30. Any questions about adding or subtracting fractions? So let's make it slightly more difficult. Let's look at when we have rational expressions that involve variables. So 3x minus 1 over x plus 3 plus x plus 5 over x plus 3. In this situation, you can see that the denominators are the same. So we just add the numerators, and we get 4x, and we have a plus 4. And we're done. But the denominators are not the same in letter B. So notice how there's a minus 3, so I just subtract 3 from the top and bottom. No. Nope, we don't just subtract 3. That's totally illegal. So that's made up math, okay? That would be like in this problem up here, if you had 5 over 7 and 2 over 5, suppose we were like, well, you know what? I'm just going to, instead of multiplying top and bottom by 7, I'm just going to add 2 to the top and the bottom. Like, that's never a thing, is it? Nope, can't do that. Totally illegal. So what we have to do in this situation, we can't just subtract 3. We multiply by x minus 3. And the other side we multiply by x. And notice what I get. I get 2x times x is 2x squared. And it's minus 5 times the quantity, x minus 3. And that's all over the new denominator of x times x minus 3. I always leave the denominator in factored form. And now I will go ahead and multiply the negative 5 through. And I get 2x squared minus 5x plus 15. And that's all over x times x minus 3. Letter C, what are you going to do? Multiply top and bottom by x minus 2 over x minus 2 and x plus 1 over x plus 1. Notice here we have to FOIL this out. X times x is x squared. X times 1 and x times 1, that's going to make a 2x. And a 1 times 1 is a 1. Plus, then we're going to distribute the 3x through. Now we're going to get 3x squared and then a minus 6x. And that will all sit over x plus 1 times x minus 2. X squared and 3x squared is 4x squared. 2x and negative 6x is negative 4x. So I have a plus 1. And that all sits over x plus 1 times x minus 2. A little bit more involved, huh? Okay. For the next one, a lot of people want to start by multiplying the top and bottom by x squared minus 4 over x squared minus 4. I'm going to tell you that is not necessary. Does anybody know why? If you look here, you have 2 over x minus 2. And then here you have 3x over x minus 2 times x plus 2. So you can see that you don't need the entire x squared minus 4. You only need to multiply top and bottom by the x plus 2. X plus 2 over x plus 2. 2 times x is 2x. 2 times 2 is 4. I have the minus 3x over x plus 2 times x minus 2. As we subtract these, I get 4 minus x over x plus 2 times x minus 2. So you don't always have to multiply both. We don't need to do all these. You take out your worksheet. So you flip to your worksheet that looks like this. Okay. This is what you can start working on right now. Okay. The simplifying the other rational expressions one. That was your assignment for yesterday. Did everybody find their way to the auditorium yesterday? Very good. Good morning, Gavin.